Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. It's Judy in the Skies. I'm here with the most amazing Linda Kennedy of Butterfly Readings. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Judy. Hi, everybody in the chat.
So this is all new to us. Can everybody hear us? I mean, I see Christine. What? Hello, hello. Hi, Christine. So do we have something special for Christine today?
Yeah, we have a birthday wish for Christine.
Woohoo!
Happy birthday.
No, I wish I could type that in, but do you see how far I am? Because I'm not obviously in my office. And I was told through StreamYard that I have to have an Ethernet put in. And if you could see what my living room looks like, it's ridiculous. So I'll have to show you. I took a picture of it, so it is ridiculous. So happy birthday, Christine. How wonderful for you.
I called her and sang to her today.
Nice. And then I do have I have a shout out for my friend Donna. It's her birthday today as well. So we have two birthdays today. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Donna.
Pardon me?
I said happy birthday to Donna.
Yeah, thank you. So obviously this is our first, what do we call it today, Linda?
This is our launch.
Our launch, that's right.
Our channel launch, yes.
And you know, it's funny because Linda and I, we were talking about this, and like we would say, you know, now that, you know, Deborah has basically kicked us out of the nest, we're on our own now. True. That we should just, you know, because we do talk a lot, and that we should probably share our conversations with everybody. So I'm really loving the fact that we're going to be able to do this and do it together.
Yes, it's going to be fun. We have a good time.
So I took majority of my cards, so I have them here. So we will be running some cards for questions. Hopefully we'll get some more people coming in. But everything that we do, of course, is for entertainment purposes only.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is.
So first thing I wanted to do, I think that for me it's really important, and I know with Linda it is as well, is to give thanks to the people that brought us to this place and space. So for me, Deborah Zekow of Grow Your Light, that's how I met Linda through her class. And she pretty much basically kicked me out of the nest. And it took her a little bit longer for Linda.
Well, you had more experience than I did.
Well, just a little bit more. And then also, I also want to say a shout out to Sherry of Voices from the Swamp. Sherry's amazing. I call her Madam Sherry, the Queen of the South, because that's how I see her in my world. We had our collaboration. She invited me to her channel. If you want to take a look at it, it was the one, I believe it was around January 1st. I think is what we did it on, the 1st. I have that posted on my website or my YouTube video, or actually it's in my Facebook page, Judy in the Skies. And then also Allie of Heart and Soul Connected. She was the one that invited me to her show as well. And Linda, looks like you're going to be going on her show too.
Monday.
Yeah.
It's exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
So that one I did with Allie on January 26th. So I wrote this all down, and I call her my godmother, because she's like the godmother of a lot of people. She has launched, I would say, a lot of spiritual advisors in the community. So a great shout out to them all. Thank you. So, hey, Linda, why don't you kind of give us a little bit of background on you and how you came about doing this wonderful work?
Well, January of 2024 seems so long ago, but yet not so. I was looking at my horoscope to see what kind of a month, year I was going to be having for 2024. And the next thing I know, I am on somebody's site. I don't even know whose site I was on. But I'll tell you, the first 5 sites that I remember being on were Allie at Heart and Soul Connected, Susan Lynn, Marianne, Linda G, and Terry Holding Your Space.
Nice.
And I got involved with the morning meditation, becoming a member of the meditation tribe. And when I don't fall asleep, when Terry goes, take 3 deep breaths, and I go, and I wake up an hour later, and my husband says, so how was meditation?
Obviously, it worked really well. It knocked me out.
It was good. It was good, babe.
Yeah.
So then what I do is I backtrack to the meditation part, and then I listen to that before I go to bed at night.
Nice.
So that's and then I just found that I loved Allie's shows and the different people that she was bringing on, and I was just fascinated by it. And she had this psychic on one day, and she was called Sun Psychic Jean.
Mm.
And Jean was saying, Allie said, so what do you have coming up? And she goes, oh, well, I have a metaphysical fair that I'm doing this weekend. And Allie said, oh, where? And she goes, in Maryland. I'm like, where? Where in Maryland?
That's awesome.
And she said, Frederick. And I'm like, where in Frederick? And she's
That's
like,
awesome.
at the Clarion. I'm like, I'll be there. What time? And
Uh,
she's like, really? So I went to the Clarion that weekend. I walked up and I said, Jean, I'm Linda Kennedy. And we got a big hug, and that's all she wrote.
yeah.
So I met my first real live in person psychic.
Oh my
Then
goodness, that's awesome.
a month or so later, she was going to be at one in Annapolis, and my husband drove me over there, and it was a really nice, affair, and she was there, and she introduced me to Aquila B24. So now I have 2 real life psychic friends.
Awesome. And we talked about that too. Like we were sharing how even though we haven't met in person, it's like we're just like really great friends. It's just so awesome, Yeah.
But Jean and Aquila both live in the same state I live in.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
not as close, but within an hour or so. And I know the area where both of them live because I used to live in the area right between where they are. So yeah, so that was kind of fun. So
thank you for always commenting about my my videos. I appreciate you. Thank you. I just wanted to say that.
She's so good.
But
Sarah from Hibiscus Healings is here.
Hi, Miss Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Thank you for coming. I've got to find this. I don't know about you guys, but this Mercury retrograde has just been over the top for me. Let me just share a little bit. Like I told you, I'm in my living room and I've got wires that are connected to my USB, ABC, EFG. You know what I'm talking about, that port that brings the internet in. Because I go to one store and I said, hey, I need this. And they're like, yeah, here, we got it. And I thought, I've got some, I'm going to go to Staples. And because they're telling me I can get it $20 cheaper. And plus I have a credit there. Perfect. So I go there, right? The guy goes, yeah, they're like 40 bucks. I'm like, hey, but he said it was like 20. And not that money makes a difference, but I did have a credit. So, hey, I'm going to use it. And so the guy goes, oh, no, here it is. And you know how your intuition says you probably should check it out before you leave? I didn't. I did not. So I get home and I've got like an hour, right? Haven't eaten, haven't really put my cards out yet. I put everything together. I'm like, this isn't it. This is not it. So I'm pulling things off the back of my TV. I'm cranking them into my computer going, pray to God that this is going to be front of us. So I cannot say this is going to be perfect, but we're going to do the best we can.
We're going to have fun.
We'll
have fun. So
you have Allie on Monday.
On Monday.
What time? What time, sister?
3 o'clock Eastern.
Awesome.
12 o'clock Pacific.
And if anybody is in the Boise, Idaho metro area, I am going to be at the Earthlight. God, I better make sure I get that straight. And I will be from 12 to 5 And I'm looking at I got to find this because I have the picture. Of course I have the picture, but of course the address is 6437 West Fairview Avenue in Boise. Yeah. So, and I'm going to make sure I got all this information accurately. You know, it's funny how you can't really find your own information when you're looking for it for yourself. So I'm going to just stop rattling on. I'll let you take it over, Linda, while I find my info.
So after I had met the girls, Allie had said, "Oh, well, let me know if you meet." So Jean and we took a picture together, and I sent it to Allie, and she was just tickled that we did that we got a chance to meet. So,
Awesome.
yeah, so that was kind of fun. And I was telling Akila B, I said, my daughter says that if they're not in person, they're not real friends. They're internet friends, but not real friends. So I said, Akila, can I have a picture with you too? So I took a picture with Jean and Akila, and I sent it to my daughter. I said, see, I have two friends. Because I would always say, I have no life. I have no friends. I'm just here. That's all. That's me. But yeah, what did I add? I added something on my Facebook page, or not Facebook, on my YouTube page today about when COVID hit. It was a very dark place for many people, but it was very dark for me. And I read 500 and some books the first year of it.
Wow.
Every people is like, that's a lot of books. And it's like, yeah, but that's how empty my life was to be able to read that many books. Yeah. And so, but this has really brought me joy, taken me into the light. I've met a lot of really lovely people. And yeah, Christine says, me too. It is. It's been a good place for me. And this community is the most understanding, loving, kind, and caring community that I've ever been in.
Yeah.
I've been in many churches over the years. I've been involved with scouting, with PTA, with my job that I had for 35 years. I've had a lot of places, but I've never met so many good people. This community has so many light workers. It really does. So I feel really blessed by that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What else?
Well, I did find my picture that I had posted, and I have to make sure that I get this right. And the reason why is because there's another company that has the same name, and they tweaked it. So the company that I'm going to be working with this Saturday from 12 to 5 is Earth Light, not Earth Bright. So please just make sure that's
Earth Light, Light.
Correct. And the other one is like on the opposite side of the road.
It's on the same street.
On the same street. They're far apart, but they're on the same street.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah. And Kelly is going to be doing some really cool stuff. She's going to have some really nice discounts going on too. So yeah, check her out.
Yeah.
The store is beautiful. When you walk into her store, oh my gosh, it just feels so good. You walk in and you just feel like you've just been like hugged or cleansed, or just like you feel like you've been given yourself back. I swear, I'm not kidding. And I've been in a couple places where I just felt like there's just something not right. I didn't feel comfortable in it. But as soon as I walked into her store, and I'm like, oh my God, do you readers? I want to read here. And so I gave her a reading, and she liked what I brought forth for her and answered a lot of her questions. So it was really, really great. And I am so grateful. It's just awesome. I'm really happy. Yeah. Please stop by. We'd love to. So,
if I'm in the neighborhood.
Yeah, if you're in the neighborhood, right? So do we want to do a birthday reading for Christine?
Yes, we do.
Of course we do.
So you want to start, or?
Well, we could just start because she's here, and then if Sarah wants, we could do one for Sarah too.
So I have to tell you, I got a new deck of cards, and I already pulled one for Christine for her birthday, and I pulled one for Sarah because I love her.
Oh, that's so awesome! All right.
Uh, and I hope you had a nice lunch and that you bought yourself something when you went shopping with Lennon, Sarah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't do shopping anymore. I gotta be good. I gotta be good. But I gotta, yeah, I gotta be good.
So my first card is parent, child, and
Oh,
family for Christine.
nice.
And Christine, your relationship with your family is just, it's amazing. Christine's mom is going to be, did she just turn or she 90-ish? Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And Christine was down there last weekend and her and her mom were laughing so hard. And I mean, it's wonderful to have that kind of a relationship at this time in your life. It really is special. So that was my first card. Then I'm going to pull this one is you are fired up.
Oh, those are great cards.
Furious with rage, building up emotions, overwhelming thoughts, and very angry.
You know, it's funny. I,
Benny, you better bring dinner home tonight.
you know, I did that song, "My Heart Is on Fire." That song. It's kind of it's an independent.
I have one more card for you, Christine, and it
Oh,
is
sorry.
I forgive and let go with loving ease.
Oh,
Isn't that beautiful?
I love those cards, Linda.
Thanks.
Did you send those to me too? Are those ones that you send me pictures of?
You want pictures of them?
Yeah, were there the ones that you sent me pictures of before? Because I know you got a couple of card decks.
I got new ones. These
Okay.
aren't the new ones.
Oh, okay.
These aren't the
I
new ones.
don't know those. Okay.
So
I'm gonna pull just a general card because we don't know. I didn't get a question from Christine, and we can actually ask her if she wants the specific question answered. But I'm gonna pull from the Prison Oracle deck because this is just so cool. I mean, it's just so general, and let's see what the Prism Oracle has to say. And I've been shuffling it. So, Christine's birthday. Okay. Okay, this is great. So I asked my guides, angels, and ancestors to connect with Christine's guides, angels, and ancestors. I said, "What do you want her to know for her birthday? You know, for her birthday?" And they're giving me rest. Do you see that?
oh,
And it's great because it's the green. It's green. It's the heart chakra. They're like saying lovingly, like, "Oh, girl, you know, just rest in this beautiful birthday. You know, like just take it all in and just like love on it." So I'm just gonna pull that card in this booklet and see what it says. It says that rest is essential for all beings. This card symbolizes the need for a little extra downtime to recharge. By giving yourself and your body the rest you need, you'll conserve energy and achieve your goals, and clearly with purpose. That is awesome. That is such a great card. And I love it because it is the green heart chakra. So it's out of love. They're saying you just rest and take it easy. Like, love on yourself. I love it. Oh, you're getting over a sinus. Oh no. Oh gosh. Well, there you go. They see you. That's awesome.
and Sarah's now mowing the grass.
She's mowing the lawn. Oh darn. She's a good wife.
We don't mow our lawn until after Easter because for years we put Easter eggs out in the grass. And we didn't want it to be too easy for them because they're big kids.
Uh-huh.
But we would have the guy wait until the week after Easter to mow because we needed the tall grass.
Yeah.
So
you have to take a sickle out there?
Yeah. No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So how about I pull a card for you, Judy?
Okay, that'll be great. Let's see. Perfect. I love that. Thank you, Linda.
Archangel Raphael, who takes care of love, healing, and miracles.
Oh my gosh, I can use a miracle.
That really special. Wow.
It is. Thank you. I
And
love
I'm
it.
going to pull another one because your guide said that.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
more.
Wow.
What is it?
Commitment.
Commitment. Wow.
It says marriage, soulmate energy, sharing goals, long-term happiness.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be a
Right.
soulmate, opposite sex, or same sex if that's what you like, but
No.
it could be friends.
Right. Exactly. Like a connection.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love it. So it's the connection.
Yeah.
So
So, and I think this weekend you're going to make a connection just because of going and working at the store. You and is it Kelly? Is that her name?
yeah,
I think you and Kelly are going to have a bonding friendship
yeah,
and be a good support to each other.
right. And we have another reader. She's the owner, so we have another reader,
Right.
and so I get to meet her, which will be nice too. So yeah, there'll be
And it could be somebody you wind up going out to lunch with, or
yeah,
just a phone call, or just hanging out.
exactly.
So,
Thank you.
all
Love
right.
that.
Would you like a moon card?
Would I like the moon card?
A
Let's go.
moon card.
It's her birthday. It's her
I
birthday.
gave her a moon card already. Oh,
You
look
did?
at this. Maybe this may be for me. Look at the picture.
I can't, honey. I'm so far away, and I'm wearing glasses, so I can't see that.
Can you see it?
No, you have to. I see a butterfly though. I love it.
That's what it is. It's a butterfly.
Oh, that's right.
It says, I honor the natural process of growth and transformation.
I love that.
So
I think that one was for me and you because you're the butterfly gal. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Well, Christine's the only one here, but people are going to watch it later. They will.
Oh, yeah.
And so let's talk about how you came up with your name.
Well, the first time that we all were together from our tarot class, the first time Deborah threw us out of the nest,
Yeah.
she had a live where we each told about our story and about where we got some of our divination from.
Uh-huh.
And I told some stories about butterflies because I feel like the butterfly is my spirit guide.
Yeah.
But I also relate to my mom and her older sister, who are both passed, that when I see one butterfly, I say, hi, Mom. And I see two butterflies, and I say, hi, Mom. Hi, Aunt Edith. I'll be sitting outside, and Michael will come into the door, and he'll go, are you talking to dead people? I'm like, yeah.
just matter of fact, yeah.
But those are my butterflies. So I kept saying, because I was, after that, I guess it was, I went on the backdoor side of Rooted Willow's um, site when she did her shows.
She's great.
And I went on live a couple times, like she gives homework. And, and I did my homework. Hello.
You're so good at that.
And so I would go on and speak what I had, written down, what I had taken with what I learned.
Uh-huh.
And so that was like getting a little, my feet a little wet. And then after that, it was like the next thing I was doing a collective at the end of her show to give everybody, a collective reading. And then the next thing I know, I'm back on Deborah's pop-ups. And then, so what happened was I always said I did not want a YouTube channel. I just didn't feel like I needed it. I didn't have the brain power. I'm old. There's been a lot of stuff in this brain, and there's not room for anything else. So I always said I just I don't. So, but I would be the sidekick. So it could be like Judy in the Skies and sidekick. It could be Rooted Willow readings and sidekick. That I'd be happy with that. And Christine Fryer and Rooted Willow readings,
Yep.
both were like, no, you can't be sidekick. You have to be butterfly readings because you give butterfly readings.
Thank
That's how I
you.
came up with the name.
Yep.
So,
So that's funny because I would say that Deborah kicked me out of the nest, but saw the tree down to get you off the tree.
that's how Sarah and I got out of that nest. She
Yeah,
cut the tree down and pushed us over.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
So, and
So,
then we have Kaylee with the Holy Spirit, and I think she just prays
okay.
for us, and it just it we're okay because of Kaylee. You know, she is
Yeah,
such a great support and such a loving and kind person.
she's
So,
got such great connection with spirit too. It's just
yes,
unbelievable. I'm
she's
going to go grab
amazing.
another card deck. So hold on for just a second. It's just right over here because Sarah wants a reading too. Did you see that?
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with Sarah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to start with
Here.
Sarah. And I'm going to tell you, Sarah, that I pulled a crystal card for you.
Oh,
And it helps the heart and third eye chakras. It's a Libra zodiac, and it is lepidolite. And it's really quite interesting looking.
what is it?
Lepidolite. Lepidolite. And since you are mowing the grass, Sarah, I'm going to tell you what the physical healing is because you might hurt tomorrow
Oh,
just because you're
mowing the
moving
lawn.
around.
Yeah.
So it helps to calm the nerves. It aids in helping you fall asleep at night. It can aid in digestion and balancing the digestive system. It helps minimize ADD and ADHD symptoms and helping one become a more present and attentive. And I'm going to hold this up so that if you get a chance to look at it, I think that's really pretty. It's got some.
Gosh, I wish I was closer. I got to figure this whole thing out.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that card out, and I'll take a picture of it and send it to you, Sarah.
Yeah. Good.
But I also would like to pull one of the what is this thing called? Life. What do you call it? It's some kind of life. It's, I don't like that card. I'm going to pick something else. Sorry. Oh, a gift. And Sarah, you are a gift, and you've been a gift to me. You've really helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Whether it's learning the tarot cards, learning what they mean, um, putting my beautiful banner on my site that says Butterfly Reading. Sarah did that. So the gift. And the
Awesome.
gift is a date letting you know, surprise, thinking of you.
Oh, that's great.
So I think Brent should take you out for something tonight or tomorrow. And then the last card I have for you, Sarah, is we are all sisters and reflect the divine
Oh my
in
gosh.
one another.
That's beautiful.
I don't see one without hair, so I guess I'm not in there. What do you have for her?
Okay, I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share something real quick, and then I'm going to pull from this deck only because I just felt like it was important to do this, and I wanted to share the reason why. So this morning, you know, when we're preparing this, Linda and I were preparing this, and I don't know about Linda, but for me, it was like I had to do stuff because I had to do the computer stuff with it. And it reminded me of like preparing for like the Oscars or something, not like getting dressed, but I mean, preparing the backstage. And I'm like,
No, it is
work. And I have to give people credit who do this on their own and do it very well, because this is obviously very new to me and Linda as well. But yeah, so I was pulling cards for myself, trying to figure out how this is all going to go. So I pulled out of the Crystal Oracle deck. This is a great one. This is what I call my earth energy. Like when you want to be grounded in the earth, what does earth have to say to you? So I pulled this card. Now I know I'm going to botch the name because I actually put it into my computer and I had it, you know how it talks back to you and it tells you how to say it correctly? Well, I'm not going to say it right. So I'm just going to show you the picture because I know I'm going to butcher it. So I was trying to remember it, but it's this one here. It is beautiful. It looks like, you know, gold and silver and everything. Molybdite or something like that. That's what it says. So I wanted to read it to you. A message from the stars. Your life is always held in perfect equilibrium by the divine natural order that exists within all creation. Believing that you have somehow failed or made the wrong decision or choice is simply an illusion. There is nothing you need to change or fix in your life, apart from your sometimes unbalanced perceptions, mainly your self-criticism. Know that you are always worthy of love and you are internally blessed. Start to accept all of who you are as you are, and you will see your life magically and lovingly transform. All is in perfect divine order. From the spiritual perspective, there are no mistakes in life. Every experience is a lesson in love and wisdom. And that just really told me, and I got teary-eyed when I saw this because it just shows that Spirit is listening to us. God is listening to us. Our guides are listening to us. My Father is listening to us. And for them to pick up that card out of all of these cards just goes to show that this is the real deal. So I just wanted to share that with you because it was really important to me to see that. So I'm going to pull one for Sarah and see what Spirit connecting to her guides, angels, and ancestors as well, because that's what I always do when I reach for anybody else, and see what the earth energy wants to share with her today. Okay, let's see. What beautiful message do you want to share with Sarah? Okay. Oh, sodalite. And that's the color. That's really pretty.
That's pretty.
Really pretty. I love that. Okay, so thank goodness these are in alphabetical order. So I can find it. Okay, so it says intuition, perception, meditation, calm, strength, and determination are your keywords. Keep your calm, for this will help strengthen your determination to quietly pursue your dreams. Set aside a little time each day to meditate and reflect on all that you wish to create in your life. Be guided by what you have instinctively feel in your heart and trust your intuition. For in doing so, you will draw to you all that is necessary for you to create that which your heart so desires. At the same time, let go of the rigidly fixed expectations or time frames, excuse me. Let me repeat that again so I make sure we get this clear. At the same time, let go of rigidly fixed expectations or time frames and trust that your dreams may manifest in ways you have not yet imagined. This card is a positive confirmation. Keep the dream alive. That is an amazing card for Sarah. So there you go, Miss Sarah. That's what the earth energies are talking about. Yeah, Christine, it is very pretty. Honey, if you want, I'd like to pull a crystal oracle card for you. Would you like that?
I would love that.
Oh, you too? I was talking to Christine.
Too bad. It's Christine's birthday.
What's that?
It's Christine's birthday. I'm old. I should go first.
Okay, so
anything could happen.
What's that?
Anything could happen.
Okay,
she's young.
All right, Miss Linda, you got. I'm gonna do Linda first, and then I'll do Christine. Is Christine still here?
She's gonna be here till the end. Are you kidding?
Bless her heart. She's like
where she lives. I love you, Christine.
Christine hasn't replied, so she's like, "Oh yeah, there she goes." I had to go take a break. Okay, so
she says LOL. That means love, old Linda.
Love old Linda. Okay, Miss Christine, I'm going to do Miss Linda first, and then I'm going to come back to you. So, okay, I got to ground myself. Okay, so I ask my guides, angels, and ancestors to connect with Linda's guides, angels, and ancestors, and to please, through the earth angels and the crystal oracle cards, if they can please bring a beautiful message for Miss Linda. Thank you. All right, see. Ooh, calcite. Calcite.
Yep, I have some.
Do you?
Mhm.
All right, we're going to see. That's really pretty. It's kind of gold. I wish it wasn't so dark here, but you know, we got to work with what we have. Okay, energy, vitality, enhanced memory, study, communication, and expansion. That's so you.
Well, so long as it doesn't mean expansion.
Okay, it says your energy levels are on the increase and you will soon feel a newfound sense of vitality, enthusiasm for life. I think you have. I think you are.
I'm getting there.
Huh?
I'm getting there.
Now you are, because there's more. There's so much more. It says,
no.
a new adventure is in store. You will find yourself communicating your ideas and feelings to others with clarity and certainty. People will pay attention and will want to be a part of your venture. Calcite is also about the expanded awareness which stems from knowledge, study, and learning. This magical crystal will assist you in your studies and enhance your memory. It will also help you put your knowledge to good use in ways that expand the possibilities of your life. I mean, my gosh, right?
Right.
I mean,
wow.
Right?
Exactly. Oh my goodness sakes.
Yeah. Blows me away. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. I mean, my God. All right. Miss Christine, the birthday girl. I'm sorry, I'm kind of silly. I'm excited. Because I love this. I mean, you should see my little, I should take a picture of this. And these aren't all my cards either, but. Okay, I asked that my angels, guides, and ancestors work with Christine's guides, angels, and ancestors, and please share with her a card from this beautiful deck regarding the earth angels and the crystal oracle. Thank you. It's funny because when I shuffle my decks, if I don't get a smooth shuffle, you know, after a while, if I don't get a smooth shuffle, I won't pick anything out of it. I can't like try to put it together and make it make sense. So I have to wait until I feel that it's a smooth process.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, please, just bear with me. And if it takes me too long, then I know that Spirit's saying, not the right deck, but this is the right deck. Because I got one. Moonstone. Oh, moonstones are so cool. There you go. They do a lot
Very
of
pretty
jewelry. They're beautiful. Moonstone, Miss Christine, the birthday girl, Miss Christine. Okay, fertility, reflection, intuition, imagination, goodness energy, or excuse me, goddess energy. That's goddess, not goodness, goddess energy, amplified feelings. It says, during the appearance of the next full moon, your emotions and fears will be amplified and you will at times think you're going crazy. However, keep calm. This condition will only last a few days. And believe me, I was born a full moon baby, and every full moon, I just feel a little bit more like you're angst, like you're like on point, like you're trying to figure out you're
like what?
Yeah, like everything is on amplified. So I understand what this means. So you're good. During this time, you will find yourself reflecting on your life, both past and present. You will gain deep insights as to the nature of your true happiness and begin to reassess your priorities. After the full moon, a fertile period in your life begins, full of many exciting challenges and changes. Many new and rewarding friendships will be formed as you embark on new and creative adventures. This is all the result of the reflective light of the moon. So give thanks to her for her wisdom. Embrace the blessings coming your way. Well, happy birthday, girl. I mean, I think this is amazing.
Very nice.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Bora Bora is here.
Who is that?
Bora Bora.
Bora Bora. Hi.
She's from she's from all over the place because she's like one of the most amazing moderators and people that you ever want to know.
Yeah, we're going to need her.
We're going to need her because we have so many people in the chat.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
we need to know who to throw out.
Yeah. Who are those old gals?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Bora Bora, should we pull out a card for her?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's do it.
You got cards?
Oh, go ahead. You're welcome, Christine. See, I can't type anything. I'm so far away.
She's too far away.
I'm connected to my TV and my router. So, I mean, this is how ridiculous this is. I mean, this is obviously not my office. So, yeah, Christine said for Bora.
For Bora Bora, I have communication. And it says, approaching voicemail, awaiting text.
Oh.
Are you waiting for something? Or something special coming in that you're expecting? Because if so, it looks like it's coming.
We will grow these two characters. These two channels. That's how bad my eyes are.
You should be red characters instead of
I did.
Either one works.
Yeah, it works. It's funny because that's how my mind works. I've got this kind of funny sixth sense of humor, but I'm okay with it.
Obsession.
What is that? Obsession?
Holding on, can't let go, clinging. What are you clinging to? Is there something that you need to let go of, Janet? And I have a moon card for you that is proper rest helps me feel and look my best.
Oh, I like that.
So you must be getting proper rest because you are beautiful, Janet. You are absolutely beautiful. All right, what do you have for her?
Okay, so I wonder if I should switch up a deck or should I go with the same one? Because I'm loving what our earth energy is happening here. I'm kind of loving it. So, so Bora Bora, I've been working with this deck today. It's the Crystal Oracle, and it's been giving us some really nice messages. So I want to use this one for you and see what our earth energy through your guides, angels, and ancestors want you to know. So I asked my guides, angels, and ancestors to connect with your guides, angels, and your ancestors using the earth energy and through this Crystal Oracle deck of all the cards that are in the deck. I want them to, if they would please select one that they really want you to know. Let's see what they have for you. Ooh, okay. Let's see what the earth energy wants you to know. Ooh, tumbled stones, rainbow healing. Tumbled stones, rainbow healing. Again, I'm sorry, I have to hang over this table here. So let's see. Tumble stones. Okay. It says rainbow healing. It says today marks today marks the start of a new beginning, a new way of looking at life and the world around you. Be in the dreams or through beautiful rainbows. Excuse me. I got to watch how I read this thing because I have like a floater in one of my eyes and it kind of like moves around a little bit. So when it does, I have to catch myself. So let me do that again. I'm going to read that last sentence one more time. Be it in dreams or through beautiful rainbows, you are being infused with light and blessing. Relax. Surrender your concerns to the universal light of love and allow this wondrous healing to occur. You will soon find that others are attracted to you. Many will come and seek your help and advice, for you are a beacon of light unto all. In the near future, you will empower others in your love and wisdom as you help them see their own inner light and beauty. You are a natural born healer who heals through the power of love. Now, I don't know Bora Bora. I've seen her name come up. So are you looking at doing stuff like this, like going online, and or are you into the divination arts? That would be my question. So if so, then I think that this is, or anything that helps people heal. I think that that's what your spirit is saying. Yeah. Beautiful message. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's sweet. What do you have to say, Miss Linda?
So I wanted to tell a story
Okay.
about intuition. I was raised Catholic, Methodist, Presbyterian, Lutheran, back to Methodist, Reformed Church,
Oh,
back to Methodist. And then when the latest preacher told my grandchild that they were going to go to hell because they were gay, I just said, that's it, I'm done. And so I walked away from all the churches, and I've always felt more spiritual than religious. I have a pretty solid religious background. I have heard about the Bible. I know about Latin, in church, and um, I've even been to a dunking for a baptism. Um, but I've always felt more spiritual than religious.
mhm.
And one of the things that really set me was back in 2006. I was very ill. I almost died 3 times.
Wow.
My company where I worked for 35 years said, look, why don't you try and get a disability? And I was like, I don't want to be disabled. And my one girlfriend said to me, well, rather than being disabled, why don't you go out on a disability and work on getting well? Well, okay, I could work on getting well. I could do that. So you had to type a letter and turn it in. And once you turned it in, there was no going back. And if I didn't get the disability, I told Michael, you take care of me now, I'll take care of you later. Um, so I actually had the letter written, and I had it in my pocket, and I walked to the back door of the office, and there was like a major road, and then a parking lot, and then a walkway and steps coming up, and I just was standing there by myself, and I'm like, oh, please, Lord, give me a sign. What am I supposed to do?
Mm,
Should I turn in this letter and take my chances that I'm going to get this disability, and then I'll be able to live without concern and worry and having to be dependent on anybody? And my husband was like, just do it. Don't worry. We'll be okay. So I'm standing at this back door, and I'm like, please give me a sign. It was a beautiful spring day, calm, quiet, sunny. I opened the back door, and a burst of wind went flying by the door. There were leaves flying down the parking lot. It was like somebody came right down and went, there's your answer. And I was like, okay, I'm putting my faith in you. And I took that letter and I turned it in. And they paid me 6 months' salary because it takes 6 months for the retirement to go through the disability. And so they gave me a 6 months pay so that I wasn't worried about how I was going to live.
wow.
Then it did go through, and they back paid me 6 months
Nice.
of my retirement.
That's beautiful.
So that's how I was able to afford my swimming pool and my hot tub, because I asked Michael, I said, do you care how I spend that money? And he goes, no, I don't care. And I said, I'd like to do something that will help in my healing. And so we got a heated pool. It's not real big, but it's perfect for me. And it was perfect for my grandkids when they were little. Now they're like, "Hey, Mom, this is like a bathtub. It's a little bit bigger than a bathtub."
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's one of my stories of like intuition, faith, just taking a chance, and I think it was a pretty cool experience. So just
Yeah.
wanted to share that.
I love that. I didn't hear, I never heard that story. I like that story.
Well, I've been saving some for shows.
Lend me something. So I, so I just want to say that Bora Bora mentioned that she's taking care of her mom right now. And so I think that this was a really great message for her, that Spirit is acknowledging the fact that she is in this healing modality, that she's helping her mom go through, you know, what her mom is going through. So she is being able to take care of her mother, and that they see her as, as a healer who heals through the power of love. And she obviously loves her mother. So that's beautiful. It's a beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
What a
She
great.
has such a heart. She really does.
Yeah.
She's just a beautiful soul.
Aww. So I would just love to meet all these people, maybe one day we're going to be, get to the point where we'll have to get together, and we all get together when, we can do that. That'd be great. I want to share something, because I think one thing about Linda and I is that we have a different way of reading things, like the cards and whatnot. I could say for myself, I am not a textbook tarot card reader. I pretty much tell you and admit to it because I can. And I was never a really good student. So because it never really captured, generic school never really captured my attention. Like home ec captured my attention, anything that had to do with crafts caught my attention, and the reason being, because I know now through my astrological chart, that's how I started prior to even doing cards, was studying astrology. And looking at my chart, I could see my moon is in Taurus, and my my first house is Libra. So that's ruled, they're both ruled by Venus. So it has to do with, decorating, art, anything that has to do with beauty, smells, cooking, digging in the dirt, all that kind of stuff. So that.
Oh yeah, we are so opposite.
Yeah. I'm so sad because I make.
I thought you were talking about how we read cards.
No, I'm getting there. We still have some time. I'm trying to look up there. I got this blurring thing going on here. But what I was going to say is that, so because of that, I see things differently, and we were doing a reading, and I know Linda knows this, and Sarah knows this too, because we were all in a class together, but we were reading for a client, and I'm using Deborah Zackow's, Clarity Tarot. I better put the box on it. So, like that. Well, like that. So this is her deck, if you can see it. And it's beautiful because it has like a little nice little cover that goes with it. And of course you can see all my little tabs on it, so I can quick reference. But anyways, so this young lady wanted to know about this person that she was thinking about. We didn't know who it was. So I got this card, and we talked about it, and the person pretty much was definitely who this person was. And we were talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And then I closed her out. because I thought we were done. So the young lady says, I just need to have a true sign that, so I can move on with my career. So the funny thing is the next card I get is this card. And if you've ever seen any of my other videos when I brought this card up before, this is the Queen of Cups. So obviously she's an older woman. But when I looked at this card, I'm like, that's really weird. I thought I closed this woman out. I go, was this woman, thinking that was the woman we were talking about originally, was she a smoker? And she said no. And I'm thinking, well, this gal's a smoker, because if you look here, I'm thinking about, it looks like she's holding a flint lighter, and there's smoke coming out of her mouth. So me, in my intuition, is saying that this person's a smoker. And I think it was Linda who said, your grandmother was a smoker, or is a smoker. And she goes, yes. So these two people were friends. And I said, well, that's interesting. I said, now, did this girl sing or play music or stuff? And she said, well, as a matter of fact, they used to go play karaoke together. So you see what I mean? It's like, even though it has nothing to do with the actual Nine of Cups, it has nothing to do with the Queen of Cups, it's how we read as an independent reader. You know, this still works, right? So I just wanted to share that because Linda and I, we were talking about it, because sometimes we don't read like the way some people read structurally. And there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, it works really well. But how my little squirrel brain works, it doesn't work that way. I get the gist of the card, but when I look at it and it says that's not what it's saying to me, I got to go with what my gut says. So, Bora, are you a Libra rising too? I see that. That's awesome. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, we have a new first-time guest here, Mary Poppins.
Yay!
She says, hey, ladies, nice to meet you both. First time here. And I said, welcome, first time here for us too. It's our channel's launch. So, Mary Poppins, would you like us to read some cards for you? We would love to do that if you would like that. And I also put in, please like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
It's free. It's free.
And it helps us out because we are so excited about what we do and that we could do this for people. You know what I mean? It's like, and we don't even have to leave the house. We could just help people.
That's true. That is true. So, Mary, I have getaway, run away in the sunset, begin an adventure, go on vacation. Are you getting ready to go somewhere? Because that looks like the bus is ready to take you. That actually kind of reminds me a little bit of our bus trip when my husband and I went to Ireland and England, and we did all 5 countries, and it was on a bus, and it was amazing. It was an amazing trip. The other card I have is longing for love, loneliness.
Oh.
Well, you can be lonely in a room full of people.
I know that. That's what I used to say.
Yes. Or you could be alone and love it.
And yeah, be okay.
And love it.
I know that too.
I know you do. And then I have another card for you, and it is movement awakens my creative spirit. Oh, this is beautiful.
That's awesome.
These are my moon cards. So, what do you have, Judy?
Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to find my book. I'm going to pull from the Prism Oracle first. I think I want to do that. And the first card, let me get my little notes. I like my cheat sheets because that's how I get some extra information. Okay, so the first card I get for Mary Poppins is protection. Oh gosh. Protection. Okay. And so let me look at this here. It says the essence of this card is about feeling personally safe and protected. And I feel like everybody wants to feel that way, right? As you navigate through life. It asks you to find the delicate balance of pushing yourself through fearful, anxious situations while also feeling secure. This card asks how you can feel protected during those scary situations. Does it mean reaching out to others or making sure that you are grounded in the present? How can you move forward while feeling safe? You know, it's interesting because I really preach the grounding yourself in the earth energy. And because it's so, like I sleep with grounding sheets. I'm not gonna lie, that's like the best thing ever. Like I have no problem sleeping. And I think that if I did not have that, I probably wouldn't sleep as well. How's that? So
okay, if we're telling truths, I wet the bed until I was 10.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and it's like there's so much. Thanks for sharing that. I mean, it's, you know, You're not alone. There's a lot of people that do that, but it's like, we need to find a little bit more information for her. So I'm going to pull from the Crystal Oracle. This is a great deck. And is it Mary Poppins? Yeah. So I've been using this deck earlier. If you go back to the replay, you'll see how I've been using this for people. So I'm going to ask my guides, angels, and ancestors first. I work with mine first. So I asked my guides, my angels, and my ancestors to connect with Mary Poppins, angels, guides, and ancestors, to work with the earth energy and using the Crystal Oracle card deck. Out of all the cards that come in this deck, which one card best represents your message to her? And let's see what we get. I feel it's good calm. Ooh, finite. Do you see that? Can you see that?
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what it says. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love it when spirit comes together. Okay, so this is what it says, Mary Poppins. It says profound spiritual love, protection, prophetic vision. I mean, how does that work? How did we make this up? Like, how do we get from protection and then it says protection, right? So let's find out. Okay, maybe get some light here. You are about to gain a profound spiritual insight in the form of a prophetic vision, which appears to you in your dreams or at a time in which you least expect it. Through this, you realize that at the heart of all matter, only love exists, and that our perceptions of good and evil are simply a human illusion. Do you see does that make sense or what? That's fabulous. A deep inner knowing will swell from within you, and you will realize that all is literally bathed in love. Nothing can ever harm you or have a negative effect on you apart from your own fears. Through this experience, you will have no doubt that a higher force does exist. And through this higher force, all is possible. As you begin to trust in the universal power of love to guide you, your life will take a greater meaning and purpose. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. It went from this answer.
Well, she said that she's been going through a pretty crazy awakening.
There you go. Thank you for giving us feedback, because it's so hard when we do readings and we're doing them fast, or we're not sitting here with you one-on-one. To get some bit of feedback is always nice to know that, we're really tapping into your spirit. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me do that. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate your guiding us.
So Mary says, spot on. Already having this through dreams, intuition, Archangel Michael comes. My ancestors, wow.
Wow.
So, Mary, do you ever go to the dream show on Heart and Soul Connected or Terry at Holding Your Space on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock? They have a show where people they interpret dreams, and it's pretty fascinating. So write your dreams down and come on over on a Tuesday night to Heart and Soul Connected or Terry at Holding Your Space. And we'd love to see you over there. It's a wonderful community of people. So,
Well,
can you believe it's been an hour?
Yeah. Can you believe that? I was just going to say that. I'm looking up like, oh my gosh, it's been,
So if we had 20 people, how would we do this?
Well, I kind of like the fact that we were able to give a little bit more of a personal reading for these people, our viewers. And,
yeah,
it
was supposed to be, or it wouldn't have.
Everybody is supposed to be here on live, that is supposed to be here and to receive the message from our spirit team. And I thank my spirit guides, and I thank your spirit guides
thank you.
To be here and help partake in this. I want to thank Linda for coming in and joining me on my first one. And you're going to be the next one. And people, if you would please, look up our channels. Mine is called Judy in the Skies. I also have a website, judyintheskies.com, and that's JUDYINTHE, and it's SKIES.com. And of course, the YouTube channel, you're on it, so we're good. And Linda?
I am Butterfly Readings.
With an S?
Kind of next door. Yeah.
Yeah.
With an S.
Yeah.
And I am going to be on with Allie. Alice Martin on Heart and Soul Connected on Monday. It'll be afternoon on the West Coast, and here it's going to be, I guess it's afternoon, right? 3 o'clock. Is that what I said? I have to look. Anyway, I would love to see you there. I know Allie's people are going to show up because who doesn't love Allie? She is what I call the fairy godmother.
She is.
She just brings us all in and introduces us, and the next thing we know, we have more people coming. And once that takes place, once I'm on with Allie, because I told her I am never getting on, I am never doing YouTube, I'm never doing YouTube, and every time she would say at the end of one of her shows, she'd say, and if anybody ever wants to come on, all you have to do is let me know. And I swear it feels like she's looking right at me.
Right.
So last week I wrote an email to her, and I subjected I fibbed. So I said, I'm going to have a channel and I'm going to do readings. And you know what she writes back? It's a woman's prerogative to change their mind.
No, that's sweet. That is so typical of her. That's
I just love Allie. She's like the best. So so thanks to all the readers throughout the community who I have watched for hours and hours and hours, that I picked up little things from and I'm learning from, and the teachers, Deborah, Gerald is another amazing teacher. It's just been so wonderful. And Sarah, who taught me about StreamYard, and Rooted Willow Readings, who's going to help me finish setting up my page so that I can actually do readings. So, and then for my number one fan, I have to say it's the birthday girl. Christine, I do not know what I would do without you. God bless you.
Great cheerleader.
Thank you so much. She's what I call my twin.
Yeah.
Because our personalities are so much alike. She's the younger twin.
Nice.
But is there anything else we need to discuss?
I just want to say real quick, again, like I had mentioned earlier on the beginning of the show, was that I'm going to be this Saturday coming up on the 5th, right? Yes, right? Is it the 5th? Oh, please. Oh my God. Yes, it is the 5th. Today's Thursday. So April 5th from 12 to 5, I'm going to be reading over at Earthlight. That's EARTHLIGHT. Not the other one, Earthlight. And Kelly's going to be having some really nice discounts there. She's got a beautiful store. Please stop by and visit and help support her. All right, everybody. I thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys coming out. And Linda, I appreciate you.
And anybody who comes in after the show, just hit the replay, listen to it. You'll just get lots of laughs, and who knows, maybe one of the readings will even resonate with you.
Yep, exactly.
Sorry you couldn't be here. It's a crazy time. People are either at work, on their way home from work, or having dinner, or they're too tired to do anything because they just worked all day.
Yeah.
And I know that other channels are on right now, but I hope that you'll come around and listen and see how silly we can be. I know we will not be on at the same time next week because I have a class at that time every other week. So,
but we'll post it on our YouTubes and our Facebook and whatnot. So thank you guys all again. Please like and subscribe to our channels. Love you all. Bye for now.
There's a heart and it's beating. a beating heart.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.